That's better. We can actually see what's happening on the table. So Dan has spent most of the weekend splitting his swarm like this, and he'll probably cut back in through the middle. The guys at the top and the guys at the bottom will turn around the bottom of the rock and
that's a bit of a problem, isn't it?
Take on Fenn and Boba.
And yeah, I've played Vlad's Fenn and Boba list twice in the last week. He just beat me in the last round. He'll end up putting Boba somewhere in the middle of the board, and both Fenn and Sunny on opposite flanks normally. With that many ships on the board, Boba's prox mine drops, Proton drops actually will be quite important.
Got the better Walkham standing next to me. I think you need to do some commentating as well, Isaac? Shrug. It's fine. Isaac is the far better Walkham.
As was proven at last year's OTC Championships, placing higher than both myself and my brother.
Well, let's be honest, he carried the entire state team.
Yes,
He
yes.
and Vlad.
Apart from Vlad, yes, yep.
Just unplug the audio cable out the top.
Are you ready?
I'm just thinking about Boba. Got choices.
Vlad taking an uncharacteristically long time to set his dial. Obviously, I shook his confidence in the last game.
Too hard.
No, I think Greg Farrell in top 8 shook his confidence. There's no way he should have got out of that game. He took four rounds to kill Covenell at range 1
Yeah.
with Boba. It was I think Fenrau doing Fenrau things at I6 against Greg's X-Wings is what won that one.
And at range 1, just not dying on one hull as usual.
There's that.
Yeah. Don't let people. All these guys. Don't let people.
So if you're in chat, say good day. We're doing a little bit of checking up on the chat a little bit. Got it going on. I'm not Gold Squadron, I'm not Dio, and I don't have the crazy shit that he does. So we'll just do what we can. Enjoy it if you can.
Stand like boost.
Very much Jank Squadron when it comes to stream as well as everything else we do over here.
This is interesting. Dan's completely ignoring Sunny and letting him have free reign at the back there.
Target lock on someone.
Probably the one that's straight.
Yeah, I guess. That makes sense.
I mean, feel free to not, but it's like...
Boba is going one half. Get in there, Boba.
And Boba coming in nice and close to get his rerolls.
Yeah, I kind of regret that, not boosting. I thought you'd go straight to rear arc him.
No. Boba is going to...
Dan already regretting life choices. Boba's just his presence sitting in the middle of the board there.
And then Fenn's got 5.
Just going to pick up a pile of green dice and spray.
Fenn's got 5. I will... can go there, and that's better. So let's do that. I will do a boost. And then I will grab a focus.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
For stress. That's right, we're using these. Okay. And I've only got this guy in arc, so I'll shoot him.
Great.
It is range 1. That's good.
Oh, he's got the range 1.
Yep,
Rest in peace, little Fangy Fang.
well, he's got it.
He's got Concordius. He's probably not dead, but he could well be dead. I might blank out.
That, and then I'll focus. So fearless, and then that.
Yeah, okay. That's going to hurt a lot.
So I'll move these out.
You don't need to get the results, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll do that. I've got the space to roll. So
Reroll that.
again, yeah.
So that's hit, crit. Hit. Panicked pilot. That's okay. What number is that? 6. 2 stretch tokens.
Boba will shoot at this dude, range 1.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I gotta remember triple zero.
Oh, yeah.
4. 4v3 into that dude. Then I can reroll one of them, and I can fearless that one, and
Alright. Cool, so that's a shield and a crit. On number 1. Weapons failure, that's pretty bad.
also show that under there, just so they can see. Yep. Then your ones will shoot.
No, yes. Yes, you're right.
Preferred order.
Okay, this is going to be a range 1 tractor beam here onto Fenn.
Yep. This dude here.
Yeah.
Sick one. Yep.
Just spend that for 4 hits.
Sure thing. So basically need 4 here. No, he's getting tractor. Where would you like him?
That was a tractor. Yep.
Just updating stats.
Did he boost
We'll,
to
we'll,
get there?
we'll try and
He did, yes.
Okay, I'm going to roll him. See if it fits.
So, yeah, that line there needs to line up with that.
No, I thought it might be off, but I wanted to make sure you thought it was off, because if you would give it me, I'll
I
take
do
it. But I think it's
get
fine.
one of those.
You do get one of those. Alright. Now, this will be...
Now Fenn's just a normal
So I'm only getting 3 now.
Fang fighter.
Yep. Spend the focus.
Yep.
Hit crit.
3, so that with Concordia, and then I'm taking 1 crit, which will be a direct hit every time.
Nice.
Every time.
Well, you're lucky because you're out of arc here. So,
He's got a shot here though.
yeah, I should have measured this because I wanted to do that tractor beam first. But oh no, he's medium base. I don't want to tractor him. Yeah, so that's range 2.
Yep.
One hit at Boba.
Always direct hit for first damage. I can reroll that. Yep, I'm okay.
Okay, range 1 primary from that tractor beam guy.
He has a weapon for
He does, so he'll still hit you with his range 1 primary. 1 crit.
I can reroll that, and I'm okay.
Do range
Vlad with his
2
classic.
primary
Yeah, I'm
here.
fine.
I'm surprised you managed to convince Vlad to use the stream dice here.
Fang in range, but I don't think I did.
He's pretty good.
That barrel roll, that could have been the end
Those
of
stream
it.
dice are pretty hot.
If it fitted.
That's why.
They're not as hot as Dion, but
Yeah,
they're still
I
pretty
didn't
hot.
think it would, but I was like...
I wanted to use them for my
range
own
2
games.
Bubba. Hit crit.
Whenever playing Vlad, you should always ask to share the dice. His evade dice are definitely optimised.
A little bit like your gold dice.
Yeah, that's right.
Optimise out of the outer impact.
One of those, so I'm taking 1 ion.
On either way.
I'll focus, so I take a hit and an ion. So 1 hit and 1 ion. They are these. Sunny, yeah, I'll Autoblaster this dude.
Yep, 2v2.
Might as well.
Remove my strain.
Oh, sorry, I should roll that now. Sorry, I should have rolled that in there.
You can keep the result though, I think.
Oh, here we go, Sonny.
Because that's when you intended to roll it. Spend the focus to take 1. Yep. Number 3. There's a shield.
Alright.
So money to Vlad in that round, I reckon. Losing a direct hit on Fenn isn't ideal. Give up half of Fenn straight away, but I still think you don't mind doing that.
I got distracted.
No, and Fenn's got an escape route down the bottom of the board past that asteroid there.
That's alright.
Dan will probably want to move fairly slow with that swarm coming in down the bottom there, because there's possibly a proton bomb coming here from Boba.
And Sunny B's just got what she wants, right? She's
Yeah.
exactly where she wants to
Unmolested
be.
at the back, just taking shots, rolling natties.
All weekend.
Well, he's good.
I was very, very close to running a similar version to what Vlad's got. I mean, I did the easy cheats way out and just ran 5x, but you know. it's Boba and current meta, generics everywhere, high ship count. He just loves it.
Yeah. Well, even my son Isaac yesterday missed the first game, got a 200-0 loss for it, and almost made the cut with just losing his last game.
He was in 14th?
Yep.
Yeah, 14th overall at the end.
Running Boba, Fenn, and a Zealous recruit.
That's exactly what I had.
Fenn has already survived longer than last game. It's all looking
It's
good.
true. It's not. This is a much worse engagement for me than it was last time we played.
Yeah. I think last time Fenn and Boba shouldn't have converged. That was my mistake. It's only on my third game with this list.
So Fenn, 3 halves at the top, around the Jawa.
He is stressed, so he may want to do a 2 hard or a 2 bank there.
Again, I'm going to stop doing this.
What does Boba do here? Does he 1 hard? Does he bank out?
Vlad's a big fan of using Slave 1 on almost every move, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a 2 hard here from Boba, so he's got options to go either way, maybe even a 3 bank.
We got 2 hours, so don't feel too pressured.
Thank you.
I'm just going to clean on.
Vlad, the nice guy. I'm just going to clean up this table where you set your 5 million dials.
No pressure. Unlike at the start of our game where he was throwing all my tokens around and scraping them up off of stream so we could get on with it.
This 2-hour final, I mean, it's better than the original untimed finals. But should it just be 75? You play differently.
Yeah. Particularly probably playing to Vlad's advantage, having a longer game. If he can slowly hunt down these ships. With the swarms, they are slow. We know you get much fewer turns with a swarm list, and you go in, you get your damage, get out and survive and win the game. But in a 2-hour final, it's a lot harder.
Here comes Proton Bomb. Proton Bomb number 1.
You got me. 5k. So, do you want to mark Boba?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll pull this away.
You can even just leave the bomb there as the marker.
Yeah, I'll do
That
that.
seems less than awesome.
Oh no. He's got 1.
Oh yeah.
He's got 2. Does he get the... I don't think he gets a 3rd zealot that comes
I
in.
love this, but like I don't know where else that guy was going.
And that's the weapons failure
Yeah.
spacer, so
So he'll be...
direct hit chance of just losing him straight up.
No, you come back. He'll focus.
See if Dan's going to block both of the 2 hard options here. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Boba could be eating his own bomb.
I should... I don't know. Should move far enough, but I'm not sure.
Focus. These lot are all doing 2 hards. I'm going to reveal them all at once.
Yep.
But I'll do the first
Third
one
order.
first. I'll do the front one first.
So, to be completely biased, Dan is from New South Wales.
And I'll do the Fang next.
Yeah, so
So-
no one here is rooting for him.
No one here. Don't get me wrong, he's a really, really nice guy. I like Dan. Thanks for our game yesterday. It was fun, even though you beat me.
He has moved to WA, so but there's a cooling off period, guys.
He hasn't ordered a Jawa shirt yet,
Yep.
so we don't consider him a Jawa.
Focus on the things. This guy doesn't.
Is he fit in there, Daniel?
He'll be bomb. He doesn't have to block.
Do it properly.
Just tilt him a little that way, because he won't. No, that way. Yeah, because he won't. When he comes around the bend, he won't.
Andrew's just going
run
to
it
crack
again?
the Judge
Are you
Whip.
happy with that?
He'd prefer a neater way of manoeuvring those ships than just eyeballing things.
Fair enough. I figured this guy's probably not getting shot this time, but
This, I'm just going through this. I think I could avoid it.
yeah, clip the debris.
Yeah, just clip the gas cloud on the way through.
So he gets no action. But
That's all right.
Might not
Sonny's
take a
not
strain. He does take a strain.
not worried. He'll just roll natty crits here.
There's no big ones.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that.
If anyone knows if Andrew Knuckles is watching, Jawas need some large strain tokens. We'll take donations, or I might actually have to do another order.
In here, who's shooting in here? This dude. That dude. Am I in that guy's eye?
And we were all organised to do colour coding on ships, but then everyone bought too many ships and we couldn't be bothered.
Tell you what, I'll mark
To be
you
perfectly
down.
honest with everyone.
Yeah, really, that first game of stream today with me and Aaron.
We talked about it and just went, yeah, no.
Yeah, it probably would have taken us another 15 minutes to get started by the time we stuck stickers on and colour-coded all the little ships.
That's very bad for me.
Did Vlad use Slave 1
Feel
or
like
just
still.
keep it dialed in? I didn't see what he revealed.
I think he might have dodged the arc of that Fang fighter there. Boba's still got 4 ships able to shoot at him though, providing that Sick doesn't die to the Proton.
Or I just kill this dude, and then I don't have to worry about it. This dude's missing a shield, 3.
3 is missing a shield.
Yeah, I'm not going to risk it.
Too hard, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, 3's probably dead.
Then
On a Fang? Yeah.
my Fang is going. Could you do that for me?
I could.
Rock. No one else is shooting him, so he'll just take a focus.
Fair enough. Rear shot for Fenn, rear shot for Boba.
Yeah, let's go into
Might just need to remind the lads about the bomb.
this Fang. This dude.
Oh, Proton Bomb.
Yeah, so that'll hit him.
That'll hit just him. Sorry, we're both tired and
No, that's
jumping
fine.
out.
That's why I'm here.
Direct hit. What number's that?
And we have the direct hit, which has finished off the spacer, I believe.
I'm here to help.
Rough.
Keeping you reminded.
Then Boba into this dude, I guess.
Range 3?
Yeah, I might as well. Take this. Yeah, take that. He's good.
I'll take it.
Then your 1s shoot next.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's do range 3 at Boba. Defense.
That direct hit hurts.
Yeah, I did
Do we rank? No, is that
did say it was a possibility. It's there's numerous crit in the damage deck.
Spend a focus for 3 hits.
How can we roll 4?
Oh, because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Sorry. Spend a focus for 2 hits.
So I got 5, right? Yeah, because I got the roll. I'll
Yeah,
focus.
that's all
Oh, no, I
fine.
don't need it. Yeah, I'll wait focus. 2 of it.
Sorry, he's not trying to cheat. Just
No, that's fine.
tired.
I get it. I'm tired too.
Had enough. No more X-Wing, please. Does Boba have any mods left?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Let's take this range 2 through the gas.
Yep.
Next turn's certainly going to be interesting. Everybody's
Maybe because of the shape of the base, it might be
in the spot to follow behind Boba, but another.
This, do that. I take 1.
Those hit crit. So
Yeah, crit. Okay.
either way, it's a hit and an ion.
Sure. So take a hit and 9. That was silly. No. Okay, he's off the board. That's fine.
I hope he's off the board. I'm not certain.
It's going to be another
That's going to be interesting.
Proton drop unless Dan's switched on and turns out of that engagement.
But if
gonna be a
Boba's
near
off the
thing.
board,
I hope he's off
it's not really going to matter.
Ah, yes.
Tagged him with the ion.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I see what you mean. That, okay.
Okay, that said, there's not much point ironing him now. So I'm going to take
Is there
a
enough
range 3 iron shot
space
down.
to
Sunny?
fit?
Yeah, just make sure. Was that was
I'm gonna
yeah, he's got it. Range 3.
watch them.
So you're only rolling 2.
Yep.
This.
3 because of the range.
3, sorry, yeah. I even thought the maths through in my head and then
Yeah.
forgot it immediately.
That's alright. It's one of those days. Yeah, 2. He's okay.
Nice.
Who else has shots? Just this guy, right? Oh,
This
no,
guy
no.
and this guy don't have shots, I think. I haven't measured the Fang, but no shot. His shot, his shot, his shot, his shot. I'm done.
Okay. Let's go.
Sunny Bounder,
yeah.
the real hero.
Sure. In bullseye and range 1, I'll use the Autoblaster. Why not?
Alright.
Vlad's been hunting all weekend for the dream roll of 3.
So 4.
4 natty crits.
I'll spend the
no.
lock. So that here.
Yeah.
Spend the lock for 3. Oh, I almost had the 5.
Spend the focus.
Yep.
Just takes 2. Survives.
Watch this.
That's that.
The head judge Andrew's just heading to the table to make sure that
One less.
his compulsory move from Boba is completed as accurately as possible.
Yeah, he's the guy who's stressed. I'm going to get you to do my one forward.
Step it this way, then I'll just sit in here. Sure you want me to do it?
Wiggle me this way. Actually, might be okay.
Is anyone got the official FFG templates? We use those, they're the thinnest.
I want the I want the longest template. Send him off. Oh man.
I thought if I boosted, I wouldn't be that.
That's really close.
It's okay. Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, like it sucks, but at least you don't have to do anything to try and...
Yeah, I guess.
It's worse when you like slave wanting around and like I'm like, this sucks, but maybe I can do something if I'm smart. But actually I can't, I'm just deluding myself.
With all those ships left on the board for Dan, it's going to be really tough for Vlad to come back here if he loses Boba like that.
Or just not boosted.
Yeah, I should have boosted that way. That would have made way more sense. Or just not boosted. Because then I had at least have rerolls again from him. And I have a focus or something. Sunny is going there. Yeah, well, that makes sense. He's going there.
Be interesting to get the read off what Dan thinks is going to happen here, because obviously all his ships have to move first before we see what happens to Boba. He's on the closest edge to Boba, so if he can see that that's off, all these ships could come hammering in and trap Fenn in the corner.
This guy's really badly hurt.
He's on 1 health.
Oh, it's just fluid. All my joints are left. I don't think it's bad. It's fluid. Like the
You mean like
gas.
this
Never
one?
sounds good. My knees do it.
My wife does it with her neck. Yeah, my knee, this one. It's quiet, it's just on the way up, it's like... And I'm like, ooh,
Mine are all from.
we're old.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're not really. Here we go.
Are we ready to go?
I'm good. I'm going to drop bomb.
Yeah. Do you mind if I just double check my dials before we do that? I'm not changing them, just to look at them.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Just in case I'm going
What
away.
has Dan done?
Leave you with this.
I think it's even if you weren't going away, you drop the bomb down.
Yeah, I guess. So text me. Stay. Stay. Alright, that's for you. Okay.
I really don't want to do this.
I'll do it.
It's my mistake. So.
Ghost moves.
No, I can't K10. Can't wait to see it.
Believe it or not, I was doing that regardless of the bomb, so,
I believe you.
you don't have to. It doesn't really matter if you believe me or not. It's just what's happening. Now, this guy's a bit sadder.
Or is not he's got shield. He's fine.
Interesting. So everybody does seem to be positioning towards Fenn Rouse. Obviously, Dan thinks that Boba is going off.
Oh boy, that's a bad bomb. 2 for me. 3 is going to die if he stays there. But I don't think he can do anything about it at all.
That's his. That's his. He can maybe go on that gap.
He's got to try, right?
Yeah. Might as well. He's dead anyway.
I think he doesn't fit. Well, he does succeed the roll, but he can't get all the way back. So it doesn't really achieve
Bump
it.
a bit, but that's fine.
So we go 3 straight from the Fang at the back there.
Yep. Might be bumping that dude.
Actually,
Might be okay. Yeah, he's okay.
I would have moved them in a different order if I thought it was going to bump. But, I've done dumber things this time. So, push stress. Get stress, focus the boost over here. This is going to be a sucky turn if Boba doesn't iron himself off the board, I'll tell you what.
So I'm going one mag. This way. He's shooting me anyway. There's nothing I can do about it. I can Autoblaster that dude. So I'll just focus. Take one of them focuses. Alright, moment of truth. Wiggle me.
Wiggle him off, wiggle him off. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
You moved him.
Oh, he's got piles.
Heaps of remaining. Even with my total remove.
Damn.
Boba's safe.
Boba has made it.
There's a shakies. You lot well.
Vlad's luck for the weekend continues.
Oh yeah, you do that.
Not only has he rolled an inordinate amount of natty greens, he's now getting away with not being ionised off the board. That
More shaky now, boys.
brings the game probably back into Vlad's favour again.
You want a boost?
I'm only allowed to focus.
We're not like you're allowed to boost off anymore. I would put that behind the one. Put the other one behind the one.
Yeah, put that behind. Sorry. I knew I should have done the 3 hard, but I was being greedy. Just maybe leave the templates or use mark Fenn when he's in position with that on the side. Yeah. And then also mark Fenn. Mark him, yeah, just like that. And then we can pull off Fenn. And that. Doesn't matter if that's not. So I did that in the most awkward way possible.
Ship's going everywhere.
Yeah, that's good. Yep, all good. Perfect. Good teamwork.
Well done, guys.
Alright, that's
I
fair.
didn't do anything, but
Looks like
Yep,
Fenn
makes
here
sense.
only has to survive
Yep.
one range 2 shot,
There he is.
except that guy I think is dead.
that's funny.
Okay.
So you got no more of those.
No, I don't. Well spent. Fenn doesn't have a shot, I don't think. Could you just confirm? Yep. He's not getting shot at, though. Boba will butt cannon into This guy at range 2. Does he have arc on me?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna check.
That was one of the spaces that departed then.
I think so. I'll go find out.
Let me come on.
Normally I'm not this annoying.
Yeah, that was an ion spacer. I've lost an ion spacer and I've lost a tractor bank spacer. Taken 3 hits on Fang number 6 and 1 shield on an ion spacer.
So yeah, I'll shoot this guy at range 2, I think, because that guy's not in range. Oh, he might be. Yeah, he's in range as well. No, I'll shoot this dude. So 3v.
So, as a judge, that is the worst thing I have to do ever. That whole, it's going to fit on the board. Oh crap, I bumped it while oh my.
Yeah. It's okay. Nobody apart from those 2 guys, me, you, and everybody watching on stream noticed that bump.
Yeah, no one else has a shot there.
Yeah, just do that. Save the grand finale.
Now let's spend that.
Oh.
Come on, triple evade. Oh, 1 more. So I'll take a hit and a crit.
Yep.
So this, and then this on Sunny, Wounded Pilot.
Got no issues with people asking arc checks,
And I'll take
rules questions. They're all written down. I can find that out. But that
Cool.
whole does
Then
this
we've
fit on
got-
the board
He's got no
move.
shot.
Yep.
Yeah, just these 2.
I think he's in.
Yeah, I think so.
Even heard you talking about which
get
template
up,
to
Andrew,
use. So
check.
I just know.
do you take the player's template that controls the ship as
Yes.
convention?
Yep. It's their ship. It's their template.
Yeah, you got it.
Happy for them to have me do it, but yeah, we use their own templates.
I don't think this guy's.
There is a little bit of
if
wiggle
you get
room in
all 3,
official templates. There's a little bit of wiggle room in every
I
template.
think
You know.
it does.
Yeah, but we do know for sure that
damage
templates
and an ion.
do vary in length by sometimes up to a couple of mils.
Yeah, there's a couple of producers out there who making
this
them
dude-
not quite to spec.
Range 3.
We had
primary, I guess.
a case here yesterday where I asked a player to not use their templates and
1 crit.
supplied them with another set just because they were
Good.
too far out of my what
This
I would
dude
consider
will try
tolerance.
Autoblaster.
It's not a call I like to make as a judge, but
Oh, you're in. You're in.
Yeah, when something obviously stands out as different from average, and
yeah, a mil or 2 here or there, but there's one particular producer who is it's quite significant difference.
Yeah,
So that can't get
pretty
cancelled.
bad.
Oh, that's another dead guy.
Okay.
I think you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's better than I thought.
that's the
I was
last ion
not sure.
spacer removed from the board.
I still feel like he might have been off, but I don't think he was. Given how much there's like
Yeah,
3 mil still, I think he was alright.
It's definitely worth getting Andrew to do.
Oh yeah.
Does
Thanks,
anyone
mate.
else have ions? Oh, the crit could give me another one. So yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'll get rid of the big one and I'll put a little one on his
You
base.
can just put it on his pilot card if you want.
Oh, I've actually got little ones, so I'll just put.
Okay. I've got
Use
some.
my big ones. Have to keep big acrylic in business. I think he's pretty okay without me.
Oh yeah, that works. Then yeah, get rid of all the tokens.
Well, obviously, Boba here only has 2 options up his sleeve.
Once again, me not
so that-
being good at bombs.
They helped, yeah.
Does
thing is,
give
the ships I'm killing
Dan
aren't the one I
a
need to
little
kill.
bit of a
Maybe
chance to
these.
manoeuvre his ships, knowing where Boba's going to be now that he's out of bombs.
Yeah, Neely's.
But there's still the ever-present threat of Fenn Rao on half health. No nasty crits on him, just floating around at the back there.
Sunny B took a hit crit
This
that
guy,
turn
where's
as
he go?
well.
He's got no
So
options. He's got no options. So what's the crit on Sunny again?
Wounded pilot.
thanks, Dan. I was just about to come and ask the same thing.
Pretty irrelevant.
It's annoying.
It's annoying, but like, it's not going to kill you.
And it would just be interesting to see what Boba's health is at, because obviously he took another hit there because he's got another ion on him as well.
I think we all know what Boba's doing this time.
Yeah. Slave wanting that way. We'll get you to do Boba again, just because it's like.
So as
shields.
long as Vlad
Too
hasn't
hard. he's actually
bumped
taken
anything
3
on the
months
way in
off.
with Boba here. A too hard should see him safely back onto the board. It's always a bit tricky if you've just had a little knock on a ship on the way in and you're slightly off that 45-degree angle. He could still be off.
That's correct.
So Boba Fett's out of shields. Sonny's taking a winded pilot. Fenn's on half. I think all the other spaces are correct. And they've asked me to move Boba Fett again.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
I was just saying it would be interesting because if Vlad hasn't bumped anything on the way in, he's on the perfect 45. The too hard should be okay. But if he's slightly out of alignment there, the too hard could still see him off.
Because if I hadn't,
Yep.
I would definitely go off.
Alright,
Just from where I was.
I will go and help them.
The first store champs I won by ironing off a full health decimator. It was amazing. Well, not full health, he was missing the 2 shields.
Yeah. I once bumped a full health decimator. It was on Vassal, so that was good. But like, I had a U-wing. I came in here, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll boost towards the board edge." So I just too hard towards the board edge next turn, and he was like, "Oh no, what have I done?" I just think of this guy.
Yeah, that's right.
I think this is a bad. This game won't go to time. Let's put it that way. Either Fenn is going to magically die, and Boba
Still
will
got a
also
good
magically
group
die.
of players in the store waiting
Or
around
it's,
for the final to finish and congratulate the winner. They're currently filling in their time playing the new Aces High format. Obviously with a lot of modifications to the core rules. A lot of things aren't quite clear in the Epic expansion explanation, so various groups have added their own little spice and modification to the rules. A lot of people flying the Wookiee gunship in Aces High with the Saw Gerrera and Magmavaro crew.
He was here.
Yeah.
Back in.
Oh yeah, so maybe go just like too hard and barrel back to here. Because then he can always come around this way.
He's out of the fight for a long time.
Yeah. It's not necessarily bad.
No, but it's not great. Not against, like the thing is against Boba, I need at least, apparently I need at least 5 ships to do anything meaningful against Boba.
Yes, yeah.
At least I got shields, I think. Yeah, alright, I'm gonna do that.
I have no mobs to drop.
Good. Do one side here. Focus. One HUD here.
Oh, it doesn't care about the stress.
You're not safe for me.
Yeah, should be good. Yeah, he's good.
I mean, it doesn't matter, he's stressed. Too hard here, of course. Which one's yours? I don't know. You can
I
just reveal
think-
both later.
Yeah, because it won't matter. I'll just... Yeah, that's mine. Oh, mine are black around the edge, so that one's mine, that one's yours, so that's too hard.
My stress gone. Let's put that on the base.
Oh, look at that. That tiny little ramp up actually like got there.
Now, where might you go here? We know where Boba's going. Fenn can't shoot me, I'll just focus.
Curses. I wish I did do the one bank. I'm going too forward. Straight into this guy. I'm definitely not. Let me just eyeball. Yeah, I'm not hitting this guy. So could you just I'll mark. Yeah, yeah.
You mark and I'll do the 2
Yes,
stress.
yeah, that works. One's not shooting me, but the bad one is.
But he's got no mods. Tell you what, I would love Fearless on those things.
Yeah, I'll just.
Sonny's probably got to evade here, right?
Take it.
Yeah.
Roll for wounded pilot.
Wounded
I
pilot.
hit or a crit.
So you will take a stress.
Got you covered.
Nice. Then could you do Boba for me, Andrew? Too hard.
Not a 2 hard, not a 1 hard.
Okay, let's see how Andrew goes
Now,
with this
once
one
again,
this
Andrew
time.
twist earlier might save Boba's life here. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going
And
to
safe.
boost this way. And then that's going to die. And then I'll go. Could you do Fenn for me? He's just hard money.
Nice.
I didn't bump him that time. And the bump that I did do was marginal. It didn't actually have any outcome on the end of it.
So given Boba's safely made it around there, are we thinking at this stage is looking pretty good for Vlad?
Yeah, I would think so. Well, miracles happen. Dice go cold. Brains fade.
Yeah.
Vlad has a beautiful brain though.
Yeah. There is, there's always the chance of Dan just ignoring the range 1 shot on Sonny now that Sonny's evaded up and just taking the range 3 pot shot into Fenn.
Not now, it's behind a rock.
Ah, yes. The barrel roll.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll go into that guy. Then should be so it'd be 3.
That's the one that's on one hit, on one hull. Kill him before he fires. Save Sonny's life. Yeah, that'll do. Nice. 3 hits.
All the evades. All the evades.
Yeah, nothing for Boba. Just you got a shot here.
Do it, wreck Sonny.
Sonny must. Aaron's got PTSD from Sonny this week.
Monday night. Yeah. Range 1 shot from Dooku. 4 hits. Sonny, 3 dice, 3 natty evades, adds the 4th.
Sonny lives there too. Nice. And yet, every time I played Sonny Bounder, she just dies. Is it he or she?
No idea.
It just dies.
You need Vlad's dice though. It's the trick.
I think Vlad's in real life dice are almost as good as Morgan Reed's Vessel dice.
Alright, well, with only 3v3 here, Dan's going to have to pick who he's going after.
So are they getting ready for their next turn? Don't forget, Campaign Against Cancer all around the country this year. We're not just doing New South Wales and WA. We're doing one in Adelaide. We're doing one in Brisbane. I think Victoria also doing one. Check out your local TO. Find out what's going on. It's going to be an amazing day of X-Wing all around the world, raising money for children's cancer. Here in Perth, we are at the Ibis Hotel. It's great sponsorship from the hotel. They've given us the room with discount accommodation for those who want to have a couple of beverages afterwards and crash the night.
Sorry, this one's done too hard. I'll check this one, see if it fits. And if it bumps, then I'll do the guys.
I think
Yeah, I've got no issues with the guys doing the side-to-side trick on hards as long as it's going to fit. If it's going to bump, I'd much prefer them to put the template in the guides and do it correctly. Something we've said to them throughout the weekend.
This could possibly be Vlad's last chance to get Sonny to hit the dream 5 crits.
I don't think he's done it all weekend. Let's go, Sunny.
He's
That's
taking stress.
more stress for Sunny Bounder.
Could you do that for me?
Oh, Dan had a go at me for bumping Boba. That was worse than what I did. Sloppy. These New South Welshmen come to our state.
That bump's probably a little less critical
Yeah.
there. Has he one-hearted?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
You got. I thought for sure you got that.
Is that guy Mark? We might have to get him.
Yeah. So
This, because I'm shooting.
it looks like Vlad's got all his guns trained on the full health Zealous recruit there.
Can you check? Can you check if I'm getting fearless from this guy?
Yeah, whether this guy's arc on
This guy up to mark on that guy. I want an offensive series. I'll stick.
Checking for the fearless trigger here for Fenn on that Zealot recruit.
I'm not sure if I want this or not. I don't think I can kill him. He's full health.
Just catches the bottom of the base as it tapers out. Can you get your finger on the Fenn for a second?
Cool. Yeah, so I'll shoot at that dude. I do have fearless. That also means he can shoot me. So 5v3 to that dude.
So is Fearless live or? Yep, Fearless is in. There we go. Oh, jeez.
Just caught the taper of the bottom of the base. There's my fancy Judge Range rulers coming into. Thanks to Amazing Forge for hooking me up with those.
Then Boba.
Missed what crit went into the Zealous recruit there, but it may not even matter.
Let's take this. Yeah, I'll use it. Seems good.
Okay, just.
Then you're one.
Alright, range 1 at Boba.
Yep.
I mean, Fenn, whatever the guy's called.
4v4.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
That's probably the game.
Yeah.
We'll do range 1 at Sunny.
Yep. He did have Fenn and arm.
Of 2 of these, this guy with the focus range 4 points, and Fenn rolled 4 hits and a fearless. Well, Sunny can take that.
Ooh,
Where was that
there
roll?
we go.
Yeah. Needed that in Fenn. Alright, Sonny, please live. I'm gonna die anyway, so I still get to shoot.
Okay, so Sunny is gone, but gets to shoot back.
Damage engine,
Yeah, he's probably dead anyway. Don't rush to update it.
Sonny will take the shot he's got. So this shot here, Autoblasters.
Right.
So 4v3. Take this.
Let's Concordia and then die.
Yeah, the dice have not been kind to this game.
I mean, look, you have flown very well, so I won't complain too hard. That, however,
That's worth it.
I like, even if I killed Fenn there, Boba was probably going to win.
Yeah, if he died, I think Boba can maybe. But I mean, I say that Boba does die. He seems invincible.
I mean, I know I've flown him and he's died.
Yeah.
It's just because it takes a lot of shooting, and it's taken me too long to get him.
I think one.
Table talk sounds like Dan's resigned to his fate here. Still setting dials though.
I think like, once you should have played a 12
In other news, the Hera pilot leading the Aces high on one of the tables just got removed. There was a big scream from the crowd there, as Andrew Simons, the TO for this event, has graciously donated his TO prizes from the kit to be prize support for the winners of the Aces High event this afternoon. So for all the players that didn't make the cut into day 2, they get a chance at picking up the templates and dice.
I mean, Fenn fits the barrel roll there.
Yeah.
Rip in pieces.
He might.
He might. He's done it too hard, right?
Maybe.
Yes, Boba. Yeah,
Easy
that's what I thought. I think you bumped it, but honestly, whatever. Yeah, that was, again, great Boba for it.
He gets no action.
You gotta roll for the strain.
Oh, yeah, of course. I was just assuming it was
Me too.
no,
Hey, look at that.
Could you do that for me?
Boba again getting away clean. No strain for Boba.
Okay, that's not as good as I thought.
And Fenn's not going to fit that barrel roll back in there. Is he?
Yeah, that's it.
Ugh, made it. Disgusting.
Rest in pieces. Yeah, whatever.
Okay, I'll triple zero this guy if I can.
Yeah, you can. I think it's great. Sure.
Damn it.
I'm not giving you a calculate on a 1 health chip. I've got a tractor beam sick, which is, to be honest, the MVP. But
Yeah.
to win the game,
No, those
I mean,
ion dudes, if I'd gone off the board, that would have been amazing.
I blame you. I think the 2 hard might have been off if we hadn't wiggled them.
Am I in this guy's
I'll
arm?
always give Andrew a bit of a
Is this guy mark on Fenn?
No, I don't think he does.
Okay, so no shields. 5,
Yeah, finally, you know what I'm flying after this? Well, I'm either flying Jedi Knights and Britain, or I'm flying Fett, because, man, I've missed that guy. The whole,
5 dice, like, it's so good. Even 3 hits is brutal.
yeah, and the whole, like, just being invincible at range 1, like, actually being invincible, instead of these, which are like, they'll take 1 or 2 every time.
You're okay.
Woo, baby! No, there we go.
Boba range 1.
You got feelings, isn't it?
yes. Go, Boba, go. I'll reroll 1, so keep that. That's not legal. Reroll 1. He might not get it all. He's not.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, Jedi preferred order.
I mean, I'm not tractable, so this guy doesn't have Archon, so we should do the range 1 shot with Boba because this is a shot.
Oh, that hurts. Good job, Dan.
I'll reroll 1. And 1
Yay!
Oh, there we go. That's a crit into Boba.
Great. The one ship doesn't attack. What do we got here? Range 2. Range 2. Honestly, I'm taking a shot at Fenn.
Yeah, I think it's surprise.
It's range 2. I said range 3, but it is range 2. Do you want me to measure again?
This could swing the game.
Eyeballing is this.
Just praying for players.
Yeah.
He's got it.
No, it makes sense.
It's Boba's probably not taking damage with the reroll, and like Fenn could be Fenn and
It's
die.
the same shot, 3 dice with no mods. 2 dice with the rerolls, basically 3 dice.
Yeah.
Especially against a 2 dice ship.
So if Boba does a 3 bank this
Goodness, the
way,
Boba took.
I think he's laughing.
Yeah.
I think Fenn 2 bank in, or like literally anything. This guy, he can't go anywhere really. Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah, sorry.
I almost regret that triple
Almost
zero.
got ironed off the board, but not quite.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. You probably know exactly what I dialed in.
Fenn's gonna. Yeah, that. Cool, I'm good. Good one.
Alright, well, this dude will do a 1 bank, but first I'll move this with 2 hard.
Yep.
And like maybe we survive.
Should be good. Just eyeball it. I think I can.
No, I just think we can. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, on that works. You should be good.
He fits. He won't get the rock though. Keep the stress, which is basically doom. I'm just thinking through the one bank.
It'll take a focus because it's an honourable joust time.
Yep, I'm gonna reveal this, but go the other way.
Sure.
Butt cannon this guy. You know what? I might fix my wounded pilot. Just
On Boba?
yeah, just because that's gonna be. Oh, actually, maybe I can try and kill.
I mean, you're about to leave the fight. Just take a focus and roll.
Yeah, that, and then I'll.
And roll for the wounded.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Roll for this. Yeah, he takes stress.
But like, you're about to leave, so you know,
Yeah,
one
makes
bank out.
sense. This guy's two banking into the.
Look
other
at this
dude.
friendly WA game. Dan in a losing position at the moment, giving Vlad advice on what the best move to do is.
Quite on, but at this stage of the game, I
What a nice guy.
I'm just putting him a bit further around than he would have been.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then holding him everywhere.
No, no, you're right. It's fine. That's what it was. That's fine. That's yours. Yeah, cool. Boba will 000 this dude.
Sure, I'll take. You can give me a stress.
You sure you don't want to give me a calculator?
No. Oh well, actually, no one's shooting Boba, so yeah. You can have a calculator. Sure.
What do I do with that calculator?
Oh, Vlad returns the favour and
Butt cannon. This
Let's
dude's
Dan
not
take that
there.
back.
This dude is range. This 3. Oh, no, range 2.
Oh no.
So yeah, I'll shoot that dude.
Yeah, you should do that.
3v3.
You got the reroll.
I'll use the calculator. Yeah, sit on that focus for 3.
Yeah, he's dead. All right, let's see if you can get this stick off.
Yep.
I mean, arguably I should concede, but like,
That's fine. I don't mind.
where does this stick even go?
one sick against the world.
If you want to keep playing, I'm happy to keep playing.
Yeah, no, I can't K-turn to just get an honourable shot next turn. Let's call it there.
Oh, I didn't.
Got unlucky there. If he'd gone off the board, or there was a couple turns where damage on him would have tilted it back your way.
Yeah. It was,
That's
it
the
was
game.
close for a bit.
That's it. Congratulations, Vlad. Well flown, Dan.
But by the time you were dropping them,
Dan has been wrecking people
I think
all
the only
weekend
thing
with
All
I
this.
would have done
weekend.
different is that guy on 1 health.
I think it's just such a unusual list that a lot of people haven't really properly thought how to engage it and take it on.
I got a really, really good engagement against it. Killed 2-6 in the opening, and then didn't kill another chip for the rest of the game. Mostly down to my poor flying, but a fair bit towards dice. They just turned off and went cold, but mostly my poor flying. It just continues to trickle along, and those tractor beams, you forget they're there, and then because he takes a range 1 primary, you go, all right, cool, and then next turn he takes a tractor beam, puts you on a rock, and you go, crap,
Forgot about that.
forgot about that. And then tractors you and ions you, so you're going over the rock again. It's a really silly list. It's great. Let's listen to their post game.
Yeah. You just
Some
pick
banter.
like their ace or something they
Vlad
don't
in
want to go.
his
So it's
true
harder against, like,
tradition
all
teaching.
those.
against this, I'm
I'm going to beat the guy and then I'm going to teach him how to do it properly.
Against Aaron's list as well, he was just like, nah, it's fun. One direct me.
but against like aces, it's like
That's why against Aaron, I was trying to pick his Dooku.
yeah.
It sucks when Dooku's stressed. Yeah.
There you go, Aaron. Some advice against your list, mate.
Yeah, that's fine. I was giving him the calculate. I'm not stressing Dooku.
Congrats to Vlad again. Well done to Daniel. Thanks to everybody who played on stream over the weekend. We had a really good turnout. We had 37 players over the weekend. Thank you to Good Games here in Cannington for looking after us again. The team here did a great job. We'll see you again for Campaigning Against Cancer on May the 2nd.